Insane Golden State Warriors facts. This will blow your mind. Even though NBA teams compete on a near daily basis, you might not be aware of all these interesting facts about your favorite team, despite the fact that you might know everything there is to know about the players who are currently playing or who have played in the past. The Golden State Warriors are one of the oldest teams in the NBA, and today we'd like to share with you some interesting facts about them. So keep watching Hoops Today, and let's get started. After sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2018 NBA Finals and winning their third championship in the last 4 seasons, the Golden State Warriors have solidified their position as the preeminent team in the NBA. Any player, if given the opportunity to be a part of the playing environment and culture that the Golden State Warriors have established, would jump at the chance to sign up for it in a heartbeat. A high probability of winning the championship combined with the possibility of playing with some of the best players in the NBA is enough to convince many players to switch teams to make a deal with Golden State's front office. They have constructed a stable launching platform by conducting rigorous conditioning of their locker room and by making the appropriate moves at the appropriate time. As a result, they've put themselves in a position to be the top contenders to win the championship for a good number of seasons to come. However, there is more going on behind the scenes with the reigning NBA champions than meets the eye. Let's get into some more information about the franchise that has a great chance of going down in history as one of the most successful NBA dynasties that have ever existed in the history of the basketball world. Luke Walton, a former assistant coach for the Warriors who's now the head coach of the Lakers, played college basketball with Andre Iguodala. After leading his team in rebounds, assists, and steals in the 2003-2004 season, Iguodala, then a sophomore at the University of Arizona, was selected as the most valuable player on the team. That was one season after he had played on the same Wildcats team as Luke Walton, a former NBA player who spent a long time with the Los Angeles Lakers. When Walton became the interim head coach of the Golden State Warriors during training camp in 2015, Iguodala ended up having Walton as his head coach, which was an ironic turn of events. Andre Iguodala, the 2015 NBA Finals Most Valuable Player and the 6th man for the Golden State Warriors, has received consistently high praise from Luke Walton, who has compared him to a security blanket. Also, while trying to coach Brandon Ingram, Walton sought advice from Andre Iguodala, a former player of his who was flourishing in that winning situation with the Warriors. As we mentioned, Iguodala and Walton know each other from both the University of Arizona and with Golden State. Walton, in his role as coach, has never wavered in his faith that Iggy's capable of taking control of a game. When Coach Walton was asked about Iguodala in 2015, he responded by saying, "I feel safer when he's on the court." During the 1975 NBA Finals, the Warriors were forced to play their home games at the Cow Palace in San Francisco because the Warriors' regular arena in Oakland was booked for another event. Due to scheduling conflicts, Golden State Warriors were unable to play any of their home games in the 1975 NBA Finals at their usual arena in Oakland. During the 75 Finals, games that were considered to be played at home were actually held at the historic Cow Palace in Daly City, California. In addition, the Finals were played in a 1-2-2-1-1 format because the Cow Palace was unavailable over the Memorial Day weekend and could not be used for any events. It was up to the Washington Bullets, who had home court advantage, to decide whether they wanted to start the series away at Golden State and then play games 2 and 3 at home, or whether they wanted to start the series at Washington and then play 2 and 3 on the road. The Bullets made the decision to start the season at home, but they ended up losing Game 1 despite having a 14-point lead. The Warriors swept the Bullets in Games 2, 3, and 4 when they returned to Landover, Maryland after winning Games 2 and 3 in Golden State. It was the first time in the history of the National Basketball Association that a game was scheduled to be played in the month of June, which is another interesting fact about the 1975 Finals, as Game 7 was scheduled for Monday night, June 2nd. However, in point of fact, it wasn't until the following season that it finally took place because the Warriors swept the Bullets in a total of 4 games. Steph Curry, the 3rd overall pick, went to Davidson College and only received scholarships from very small schools. Both of Steph's parents attended Virginia Tech, but when it came time for Steph to follow in their footsteps and attend the same university, he was unsuccessful. They made him an offer to join the team as a walk-on rather than providing him with a scholarship, which is not what he had hoped for. The rest of the country was blind to Curry's potential when he was attending Charlotte Christian High School, but it took Davidson coach Bob McKillop about 3 weeks of practice in the fall of 2006 to realize what everyone else missed. McKillop remarked that he not only possessed all the technical talents, but also the emotional talents. The future 2-time Most Valuable Player only received scholarship offers from lower-tier schools after he led his high school team to 3 conference titles and 3 appearances in the state playoffs, those schools being Davidson, VCU, and Winthrop. During his time at Davidson, he finished second in scoring behind only Kevin Durant, and the following year he was the driving force behind Davidson's first ever victory in the NCAA tournament. As was to be expected, Curry lit it up for Davidson and led the Wildcats to a spot in the Elite Eight of the tournament. Before changing their name, the team was known as the Philadelphia Warriors, and they won their first championship all the way back in 1947. Before becoming known by their current name, the Golden State Warriors went by that moniker of the Philadelphia Warriors, who were a founding member of the Basketball Association of America, and they were the original name of the team back in 1946. The franchise was one of the original members of that league, had its headquarters in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. With the help of scoring phenom Joe Fulks, the team was able to win the championship in the first season of the league, which took place in 1946-47. They defeated the Chicago Stags 4-1. The 1949 merger that ultimately resulted in the formation of the NBA acknowledges that as the league's very first championship. Franken Miuli, a producer in the Bay Area who worked in radio and television, purchased the majority of the team's shares in 1962. He then moved the franchise to the San Francisco Bay Area and renamed them the San Francisco Warriors. After 9 years, they changed their name to the Golden State Warriors and got rid of their Native American-inspired logo. Therefore, we now have a better understanding of the history surrounding the beginning of the Bay Area Giants. Draymond Green was the unknown variable that ultimately swayed Kevin Durant's opinion. Green sent the following message to Durant via text message after Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals, which the Warriors lost heartbreakingly to the Cavaliers. Observe what it is that we are lacking and then say, "We need you. Make it happen." In addition, both Draymond and Klay Thompson were Kevin Durant's teammates on Team USA before he became a free agent. Durant left Team USA shortly before Klay Thompson did. Later, the Warriors paid Durant a visit to the Hamptons, where they had a productive meeting. During the meeting, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Andre Iguodala assured Durant that they were all willing to make sacrifices for him in order for them all to win. Green later expressed his thoughts on the matter, saying, "I look at it as if we lost the finals, but we ended up with KD. That's one heck of a good-looking consolation prize." It would appear that Green is the person the Warriors need to thank for immediately reaching out to Durant, while Green's the person the rest of the NBA community needs to blame for the unfair balance of power that resulted. As a consequence of this, it is impossible to predict when this dynasty will begin to slow down. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Why don't you let us know who your favorite NBA team is? Are you one of those who loves the Golden State Warriors? Or do you love to hate them and are a fan of one of the NBA's other 29 teams? Hey, let us know in the comments space down below your favorite part of this video. And if you want to watch more content like this, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button and you will stay updated with us all the time. And also hit the bell icon too. Make sure you do that before you walk out that door, our friends, because if you do, you will always be notified of our latest uploads on our channel, and we love staying updated with you, our friends here on Hoops Today. Thanks for watching today's video, and have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you in our next one. Thanks for watching.